What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Cams. If you already didn't know, what you can see from the title today, I'm going to be doing a big sis talk. We're going to be talking about self-confidence, self-love, and how that leads to your glow up. And yeah, guys, make yourself comfortable. Get your glass of wine. Maybe, snuggle up in bed. What you got to do. Make sure you're comfortable and make sure you're ready for this talk. All right? So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Alright guys, so the main thing that I want to kind of talk about today is, obviously when someone's talking to you about a glow up, obviously they mean like the physical area, like, obviously let's say you make up or you get a haircut or change your clothes or whatever, but, the real truth about glowing up is just about how you feel about yourself, right? And the reason I say that is because everything starts from within, right? If you have confidence, if you have a love and respect for yourself, it's just gonna project out, from inside to others, and then, you're gonna have that glow in a sense about you. Who's gonna be like, oh, okay, well, she's got bare confidence. She seems like she knows what's kind of going on. You know what I mean? And one thing that I feel like people forget is that it does really start from within. You know what I mean? And that's where people go wrong because they think it's a whole outer experience, but really it focuses on you because you can be the most gorgeous person in the world, but if whatever is inside is ugly, then it can only go so far, right? So what that means, you want to be growing your mindset each and every day. You want to be doing things that are, growing your mindset, whether, it's spiritually, mentally, physically, mentally, anything like that as well. You know what I mean, guys? So as you're going through your journey, as you're going through different experiences, please remember that it is a process as well. It's not going to happen overnight. Trust and believe me, I know, right? So what you guys want to do as you're going forward is just be patient. Same time that you're waiting to, bake that cake or, do your law degree or, I don't know, whatever, like anything in life just takes a process, just takes time, right? So literally all you really want to do is make sure that you feel good about yourself. And the main thing, guys, and the reason why I want to talk about this, topic today was because, I've been kind of going through that whole reevaluating myself kind of thing, for the last couple of months. And, just really reassessing, the value that I have as a person and the respect and love that I have for myself. A lot of people end up falling into other people's expectations of themselves. So for example, I was the Candace version that everyone else wanted me to be, but not the Candace version that Candace wanted to be, if that makes sense, right? So you have to now be in a stage where you are now sitting down and reflecting and saying, okay, cool, what have I done? Where am I now? Where do I want to go? What are my passions? And really just reassess, okay, cool, how do I fit into all of that, right? Not anyone else's version of you, your own version of you, because remember, guys, you are the only you there is in the world. There's 7 billion people in the world, but there's only one Candace. Remember that. So you are very special. So if nothing else you guys learn from today or taken from today is that you're the only person. Take that one thing, right? And literally, remember that beauty actually begins the moment that you be yourself. So it's just like once you start to live in your full potential, you start to, come out of your own shell and be you, you'll feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident within yourself, which obviously is going to help with your self-confidence and your self-love. All right, guys? So, moving on as well, I know obviously you have the pressures from school, you have society, society telling you have to be this way for to be beautiful, but it's very controversial because thick girls trying to lose weight to become thinner, then you have thin girls trying to gain weight to become, thicker. So it's just like, well, what really is beautiful, right? And I really think that you shouldn't care about anyone else's expectations of it. Because the thing is, if they can't accept you for who you are, then they're not the right friend or man or woman for you. You know what I mean? So as you guys are going through your journey, just remember that you are the bomb.com, and that even though you have those people, for example in school, right, the people that bully you, they're trying to make you feel bad so then they feel good about themselves, where it's just like if they have to do that, And they're just jealous of you because why would they need to pick on you to make them feel good about themselves? Remember that, guys. So if anyone's ever talking crap about you or anything like that, putting you down, they're just jealous. They're just jealous. Because why would you need to talk about me for? Like, guys, I want you to actually think about it. Like, if you are being talked about at school, or if you, let's say, or bullied or whatever. I was bullied probably a few times, primary and middle school, not really high school. University, not really, no, because everyone's really their own person. But I remember that in primary and middle school, it was these three girls in particular, and obviously it didn't hurt me that much. Obviously I was younger then, right? So I didn't really know that much better, but it didn't hurt me that much. But it really just like, looking back, it's just like, obviously I was an ugly child, like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, but at the same time, you don't need to pick on somebody else to make you feel good. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that right there gives you that confidence, because if people have your name in their mouths, you're doing something right. You're doing something right. Because why would I need English? Why would my name need to be in your mouth? You know? So, obviously you guys remember that there's only one you as well, and you basically just have to be one of those horses with the blinders on. So you're not looking left, not looking right, you're just looking straight ahead, looking at Candace's journey, looking at so-and-so's journey. You know what I mean? So, you have people doing this and that, but it's just like, no, let's just focus on you and what you need to do as well. All right? Now, the most important thing that you guys want to do, obviously, is sit down and reflect on, obviously what you've been doing, what you're going to do, where you are right now. Or also, want to look at, who you're hanging around as well. Are you hanging around people who are giving you positive vibrations, who are uplifting you, not for dragging you down? Because I know for a fact, obviously being a bit chunky, I was always the chunkiest friend in the group. But if you have friends that were like, dragging you down because of that, or, anything like that, treating you because, you're a bit thicker, or maybe you could be a bit thinner, you may be like the skinniest friend in the group or whoever, then it's like, why would you be around those type of people? We're in 2021 now. So guys, if you have any of those friends, I don't care how long you've been friends with them, get rid of them, because they're literally just draining your battery instead of charging it. And you don't want any of that. Because the thing is, guys, we don't actually realize, who actually drains us until we're emotionally, physically, and mentally dead. You know what I mean? And you don't want to wait until it gets to that point where you're like, oh, I should have been cut ties with them. And that's where it's just like the beauty of life, right? Where like everything that you go through is a learning opportunity. It's all a lesson. So it's just like relationships, friendships, anything that you've gone through is a learning opportunity. Like, who to fall in love with, who not to fall in love with, what to do, what not to do. All these different things you're learning from those different experiences. So even though it may be bad in that moment in time, just really think and say, okay, cool. What have I learned from this experience? What have I learned from this friendship, or from this or from that? You know what I mean? And just take time to reflect and use that and apply it for in the future. That's literally all you guys have to do. But what you guys want to do is grow in every aspect. You don't want to just grow within your looks, because you can look good, yeah. But if you're still not growing on the inside, it's not going to really matter too much about the outside, right? So that leads into enhancing your skills. So the reason I say enhance your skills is because you want to always grow and become better at what you do, right? So for example, guys, if I show you guys pictures of my makeup in first year, I was horrible. I don't know who let me go out like that, but it was absolutely a disaster. Now, guys, I am still not the bomb.com at makeup. You guys already know this. I'm very, very basic, but sis looks a bit more presentable now, I think. So, sorry, I've got a mirror right here so I can just see myself. You know what I mean? But, learning more, going on YouTube, seeing what else, could be done for, makeup tutorials, things like that as well. And you just really want to do what's best for you, what fits you and your passion. And that's different for everybody. And that's why I say don't get caught up in everyone else's version of you, because if you do that, you end up losing yourself. And that's where I had kind of gone wrong this last year where, you know, I had kind of fit in or try to fit into everyone else's expectations of me instead of just being me, trying to grow in the process. You know what I mean? But obviously, like I said, it's a learning opportunity. It's literally a process for any and everything that you actually go through. And you have to just end up being grateful for, you know, what you have and who you are right now. The biggest thing for me, guys, that, you know, I can say within your self-confidence, self-love, and your glowing up journey is that, you know, be grateful for the stage that you're at right now. You may not be at the most confident level yet. Guys, I'm not even there yet. It's still a process. I'm still working towards it, right? But you can't compare yourself. Let's say you can't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. You can't do that because you don't know what that other person had went through. You know what I mean? So even though I want confidence like so-and-so, I don't know what so-and-so went through, because she could have went, or he could have went through X, Y, Z, and A, B, C all throughout the alphabet, right? But you never know that, right? Obviously, you know, inspiration, that's a different story. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is that you have to be grateful for where you are right now, because you're at that stage for a reason. You've gone through those different things for a reason, even if it doesn't seem like that at the time. And that's where I hadn't realized it, and I was just like, why is all these things happening? Why I was just like, okay, well, what's the outcome? What am I supposed to learn from this? And that's where you have to actually take that moment, just sit down and just reflect and say, cool, what's going on? What's going on? Who's Candace? What does Candace want to do? And go from there. You know what I mean, guys? So, you know, as you're going through your self-confidence, self-love journey, remember that it is really the muscle that's between these 6 inches that's the most important, because the way that you feel about yourself is the way that others are going to feel about you as well. You know, like, I remember the song I Am came out.
I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch. I am gonna go get that bag, and I am not gonna take your shit. I am protected, well respected, I'm a queen, I'm a dream. I do what I wanna do, and I'm who I wanna be.
You know what I mean? Like, remember that came out, and obviously that's a positive affirmations. If you have to sing that song to yourself every single day in the mirror, do it. If you have to say positive affirmations to you, you know, in the mirror or when you're walking around the house, do it. I have posters all over my apartment, you know, talking about, you know, beauty and, you know, happiness and kindness and, you know, love and this and that, because I want that positive energy. I want that positive vibrations to come to me so I can imitate it back up, right? Because the thing is, like, what you're feeding your mind is what is going to kind of happen, you know, subconsciously within your body, right? You're feeding negative thoughts into your mind, or negative people and their, you know, their opinions into your mind, then it's just gonna mess you right up, right? So the biggest thing I can say for you guys is, like, as you guys are going through your journey, you know, of growing your confidence, and whether it's even like body positivity, like, I still have, guys, trust me, I still have those days where I'm just like, sis, you're a bit chunky, like, you're a bit, like, you know what I mean? But it's just like, it's okay, because I know what I bring to the table. And obviously I'm making things to work towards it, right? It's still weight loss is a journey. You know what I mean? So why do you think that everything else isn't? You know what I mean, guys? So, you know, as you guys are going through whatever journey you guys are on right now, but this obviously video for body confidence and not body confidence, self-confidence and self-love, you know, glowing up in a sense, it stems from how you feel and think about yourself. And the only way you can do that is if you want to do that. You feed yourself positive vibrations. You don't pour out from an empty cup. You make sure that things are coming into you as well. You know, whoever you spend time with, are you getting value from them? Or are you just wasting your time? Because I can have a conversation with somebody for a minute, and if I don't feel the vibrations, I'm like, okay, cool, bye. Because my time is precious, right? So obviously that comes with the time, the process, everything like that as well, all right? So yeah, guys, like, literally that's all it really is. You know, you literally just want to have that time and just reflect, whether it is daily, whether it's weekly, whether it's monthly, whether it's, you know, bi-weekly or whatever it is. You want to make sure that you're having the time to reflect and just think about where you are right now and just be grateful for it. You know what I mean? Like, the kind of say that you see here before you right now was not the kind of say that I was 6 months ago or when I first started my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys already know what we're all about, self-confidence, body positivity, self-love, embracing every single person for who they are. But it's just like, you have to learn how to accept and love yourself first before anyone else can do that. You know what I mean? So if you're ever feeling down or you feel like you're in a rut, literally just pull yourself up and just say, you know what? I'm the bomb.com. I'm powerful, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm me. And that's it. And it's gonna take time, guys. Like, you're gonna have those days where you're just like, you're crying in bed, eating ice cream, and you're just like, no, I'm just a big fat. Da, 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 da. Like, you're gonna have those days. Trust me, I used to have those days. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have those days. But it's just like, when you have your moment, cool. Wipe your tears. I'm back. You know what I mean? So, just remember, guys, it's literally all a process. But it just starts with how you feel about yourself. So if you don't feel good about yourself, then you're not going to grow. That's all there really is from growing up, guys. That's really all I wanted to say. So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope you guys had a great time with this video. I'm going to make it into like a mini series. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to share some of my own personal experiences with this as well, or any topics that you feel like I should touch more on about, self-confidence, body positivity, even weight loss as well, guys. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, guys, literally just remember that, growing up is really all about how you feel about yourself. So I'm here to obviously help you, but this pep talk, not even just for you guys, it's for me as well. And that's what I like to do. Like, anything I tell somebody else, it's for me as well, because I have to practice what I preach, right? So obviously, affirmations, literally just being positive all around, making sure that I sit down and have that reflection time. And I've done a lot of reflecting of like, okay, cool, who is Candace? What does Candace want to do? Where does Candace want to be? And where do I fit into the big picture of life, right? So it's just you taking that nation for it. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, beauty begins the moment that you actually begin with yourself. So be you. There's only one you out of the whole 7 billion people in the world. Be proud of that. Be really, really proud. You know what I mean? So anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. So I love you guys, each and every single one of you, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.